What's up everybody, Prepared Guy here once again, and today we're taking a look at the Rovyvon E8-UR. Upon unboxing, you'll find the light itself, the pocket clip along with an extra charging port cover and some key rings, and of course the manual, and there is no C-type charging cable. The body of the E8-UR is made of polycarbonate with an aluminum head. It's also IPX6 water resistant and has an impact rating of 1.5 meters and weighs just over 30 grams or just over 1 ounce. It's also powered by a built-in 330 milliamp lithium polymer rechargeable battery according to the manual, but for some reason it says 450 milliamp on the light itself. Also, it can be powered off of a AAA battery. I'll leave the tech specs from the manual on the screen now just in case I leave out any details, so pause the video here to see those details. During my runtime test starting in the 700 lumen high mode using the internal battery, the E8-UR ran for 3 minutes before stepping down to an unspecified lumen output and then gradually ramped down until the battery became completely depleted for a total runtime of 58 minutes and 27 seconds. And during that test, the light reached a max thermal output of 115 degrees Fahrenheit or 46 degrees Celsius after about 2 minutes of use. During my secondary runtime test using the AAA battery as the primary power source and then the built-in battery as the backup, starting at the 100 lumen high mode, the E8-UR ran for 29 minutes using the AAA battery, and then it kicked over to the built-in battery once the AAA battery became completely depleted. Once it kicked over to the built-in lithium polymer battery, the E8-UR instantly went into the 700 lumen high mode and then ran off the built-in battery for an additional 1 hour and 8 minutes. And all the step downs were exactly the same as they were in the first test. And during that secondary runtime test, the E8-UR reached a max thermal output of 114 degrees Fahrenheit or 45 degrees Celsius after about 34 minutes of use. And during my recharge time test using my MCA charger, the E8-UR took 44 minutes to fully recharge from completely depleted. Now let's take a quick tour of the modes and general operation of the Rovyvon E8-UR.
This is what it looks like on the outside. You have the two primary buttons in the front. On the side, you have your C-type charging port. Over here, you have the 3 lights on the side. They're going to be the UV, the red, and the white. And then over here, you have your clip here to open up the light. So you go like this, and then you twist it, and now you can access the AAA battery that's in there with no problem. Push the AAA battery down a little bit, and then twist back again and close the clip in order to put the battery back in there. Very simple, very easy to use. Now, let's go into some of the button pushes here. I'm going to show you the primary button here first. Pressing the button down once, the light goes on. Watch. So this is what it will look like. That blue light will flash. We're in that moonlight mode. In order to go into the higher modes, you have to double click and it will go into the last memorized mode. So if I cycle through here and I'm all the way up to the 700 lumens right there, I press the button down, hold it to turn it off, and when I double click again, it goes into that high 700 lumens again. If I wanted to cycle through again and say I turn the light off and I'm on this medium mode here, then when I go ahead and double click again, it goes back into that medium mode. So that's the UI for the general operation. If I want to use the strobe, 1, 2, 3, that's the strobe. Press the button again to turn it off. Now if I want to use the side button, all I have to do is press it once, it goes into the white mode. Press it again, it goes into the high white mode. Double click like this, it goes into the red mode. Press it once again, it will go into the flashing red mode. Press it again, it goes into the SOS red mode. And then hold it down again, it will shut it off. Triple click, 1, 2, 3. Now we're in the UV mode, and that's what the UV looks like. And you just hold it down again to turn that off. If you want to lock this flashlight out, 1, 2, 3, 4, while the light is off. And now just press it again, and it's off. And if I want to turn the lockout mode off, 1, 2, 3, 4, while the light is off. And now I'm back into the regular modes again. Now say I want to switch from the internal lithium polymer battery to the external AAA battery or the disposable AAA battery. All I have to do is press the button. It will go into the moonlight mode, and then I go 1, 2, 3. You'll see the little light flash into green. Now we're on the AAA light, or AAA battery. And now 1, 2, 3. I switched over to the internal lithium polymer battery, and you can just keep doing that while you're in the moonlight mode. So very, very simple operation, guys. And of course, the final feature is that this does glow in the dark as seen here. Let's take this outside and see what it looks like.
The Rovyvon E8-UR has a max beam distance of 70 meters or 230 feet in the 700 lumen high mode and has a max candela of 1300 CD. It also utilizes an SST20 LED and has a color tint of 6500K with a CRI of 70.
Guys, we're outside with the E8-UR and we're going to throw this into the half a lumen mode. This is the moonlight mode. You can't really see it. We're about 20 feet away from the railings in front of us. And now I'm going to put this into the 10 lumen mode. This is what 10 lumens looks like from 20 feet away. Press the button again. We're going to go over to the 100 lumen mode. That's what 100 lumens looks like. And now we're jumping up to the 700 lumen high mode. And that's what that looks like. And we also have the strobe. As far as the side button goes, all you have to do, double click, and that's the red mode. And you press it down again, it gives you the strobing or flashing mode. And then you press it again, it gives you the SOS red beacon mode. And press it again, and it brings you back to regular red. And that's 20 feet away. Look how bright that is. That's a crazy amount of light for this little guy. Here we are again. We're going to throw this into the half a lumen mode, moonlight mode. Can't really see anything. We're shining this out into the yard. Going to press it again, and now we are in the 10 lumen mode. In the 10 lumen mode, you can't really see very well, probably about 10 to 15 feet. From here we are actually probably about 20, 30 feet from there. And then we're gonna press it again. This is gonna bring us up to the 100 lumen mode. And then we're gonna jump from 100 lumens to 700 lumens. And as you can see, 700 lumens, pretty decent. Not a lot of throw with this guy, but it is what it is. Pretty decent. I can see everything in front of me. And all the way in that tree line is about 75, 80 feet roughly back there. About 50 feet to that bush right there. And then right here in front of me is about 30 feet roughly. And then closer is about 20 feet away. So 700 lumens. Not terrible. Not bad at all. And then obviously we're going to throw this in the red mode again just to give you something. And yeah, it doesn't go that very far, probably about 30 feet tops. And of course, this is what the strobe looks like.
My pros and cons are as follows. First, the pros. It's a nice little keychain flashlight with some pretty useful lighting options, including a hybrid battery option. And the output is excellent as far as I'm concerned. As far as the cons go, they would have to be the 29-minute runtime on a AAA battery and hybrid mode. There are a lot of AAA powered flashlights out there that can hit 100 lumens and last close to double the runtime. And lastly, the UI was kind of weird for the primary LED, and it made for kind of an awkward user experience, especially if you're not used to the Rovyvon brand. However, if you can get past the weak runtime for the AAA battery and the use of the awkward UI, this light is a pretty sweet option for a minimalist EDC flashlight / keychain flashlight. With that said, the Rovyvon E8-UR retails for $59.95 at regular retail price on the Rovyvon website. I'll leave a link down in the description below. Hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Prepared Guy, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.